In this video, we're going to make a cocktail from my very favorite bar at Walt Disney World, Trader Sam. The drink we're going to make, the Polynesian Pearl. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. In this video, we are going to get a little taste of my very favorite bar at Walt Disney World, Trader Sam's. Trader Sam's is named for the head salesman on the Jungle Cruise ride, Trader Sam. Unfortunately, he's no longer there with the new revamp of the ride. There's no more Trader Sam. But I'll tell you what I will do. I will link down below to my very favorite version of the Trader Sam jokes that I ever experienced. It was just fantastic. My boat got temporarily stopped in front of Trader Sam, and that skipper was fantastic, and she didn't even hesitate. She told joke after joke after joke about Trader Sam. So in this drink, we are going to use one of the we're going to use two Polynesian Pearl glasses. When you order this drink, you keep the glass. A lot of the drinks come in special glasses. Most of them you have to buy. This one you get along with the cocktail. And it's just really cool, really crazy when you see the things that they do when you order drinks. For example, if you order a zombie, they will come up dragging their foot behind with their face contorted in a weird look as if they are a zombie. So it's just a crazy place. And what we're going to do is make this cocktail today. And what we need for this is a special simple syrup. This is cinnamon simple syrup. And I'll show you how to make it right now. To make our cinnamon syrup, we're going to use 1 cup of water, 2 cinnamon sticks, and we're going to bring that to a boil for 10 minutes. After simmering for 10 minutes, we're going to remove the cinnamon sticks. And then we're going to stir in an equal amount of sugar. So in this case, 1 cup of sugar. And we're just going to let that simmer until all of the sugar dissolves. And you can see the beautiful color to that. So now all we need to do is put that in a container and let it cool. And we'll set that aside and let it cool. And when it's cool, I'll put it in a container and leave it in the refrigerator until we need to use it. So you can see it's a pretty simple process. We're going to need the simple syrup, cinnamon simple syrup. To go along with that, we're going to use cinnamon sticks. We're going to use RumChata. And we're going to use Grand Marnier. This stuff's kind of pricey, so I just got a little tiny bottle. And in addition to that, we'll need Disney's Pog juice. Now I just mixed some of this up. Pog, P-O-G, stands for passion fruit, orange juice, and guava nectar. And I made 6 ounces because you need 1 ounce of each. And so I just mixed as much as I needed. It's great all by itself. So if you just want to go and buy those 3 juices and mix them all up and keep in your refrigerator, you can have that instead of your morning juice, whatever that might be. So we're going to start out with some ice already in my Boston shaker. And we're going to put in our Pog juice. Now to make this, it's going to be really simple because it's essentially 1 part of everything or 1 ounce of everything. But since we're making this for 2 people, 2 cocktails, we're going to double that recipe. The only exception is a RumChata, and I'll explain that when I get to it. So the first thing we're going to use is our Grand Marnier, and we're going to need 2 parts or 2 ounces of that, just because we're making 2 of the drink, but normally it would be 1 part or 1 ounce. And then, because it calls for 1.5 ounces or 1.5 parts of RumChata, I better make sure that this gets shaken up really good. I don't know if this separates or not, but we're going to take 1.5. So that means we're going to use 3 of these, and just a little bit for fun. I know that this is just a shy under 1 ounce. My small jigger, the larger jigger is about 1.5. I guess I could use that. All right, and the next thing we're going to put in here is 1 tablespoon of our cinnamon simple syrup. And we're going to put in 2. I'm not quite getting a full tablespoon with each of those, so I'm going to add just a little more. Or as they say, to taste, right? So I think we've got everything. We've got the Grand Marnier, we got the RumChata, we've got the Pog, we've got the cinnamon syrup. We're ready to mix it up. Make sure that's in there nice and tight. And you mix this up till it gets oh so cold. And you know, when you're using a solid stainless steel cup like this, sometimes you can shake this with a glass. It gets so cold in your hand. We want to really shake it up nice and get it just icy cold. Oh, does that look good? Now, I already have some ice in my glasses as well. So I'm going to guesstimate about half in each of these. And that's actually pretty close. And you know, it really doesn't need much of a garnish because this pearl glass is kind of the garnish in and of itself. It says right on here, Trader Sam's. You probably can't see that very well, but it's the same design, the same logo that you see on my my decorative board there. And they do give you a crazy straw with it. I don't have a crazy straw, so we're just going to put in a simple bendy straw. Oh my goodness, that is beyond delicious. That is so good. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's fruity. It has a little bit of a taste almost like one of the orange creamsicles, you know, that you can have in the summer, in the hot summer day, and you get that creamsicle. Kind of what it's like. But oh, so much better. You can, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I always forget something, don't I? I was just going to say, you can really taste the cinnamon. And I realized I didn't put my cinnamon stick in there. That's the garnish, isn't it? The cinnamon stick. That makes all the difference. So we have to make sure we put in that cinnamon stick. And that's going to be both for garnish, and that's going to add some more cinnamon flavor. Because I can tell you, just by using that cinnamon simple syrup, you really get just a hint. It's not overwhelming, but a hint of that cinnamon flavor. If you don't like cinnamon, it's okay. It's not overwhelming. It mixes so well with all of these other flavors. Wow, that is good. I hope you give this a try. I know it's a lot of prep work. You gotta prep, you gotta prep your simple syrup. You have to make your Pog. There's a lot of prep that goes into this. But let me tell you, this is well worth it. It is just so good. And if you are a fan of Sam's, Trader Sam's like I am, this will bring you right back to Disney World, right back to Trader Sam's. I hope that you give it a try. Cheers. I'll see you next week on Thirsty Thursday. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner. And don't forget to ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks again, I'm Mark. This is the Average Me Channel.